These bitches in my business coming out to choosing violence. If you see me out in public, you don't know. It's cold, so if I'm sniffling, just allow it. Anyway, hi. You're here because it's 2023, you finally saved enough money and you're wondering, should I cop that Fenty? We're gonna get into the truth about Fenty in this video today. So without me talking too much, because I do tend to do that, let's get into it. Right, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Diana Nicole. For those of you who know me, thanks for coming back. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because you love it here and you will love it here. We all love it here. And like the video because you're gonna like it. Okay, I know I've got so many promised videos pending, they're coming. I've traveled, so filming is a bit way right now. However, I've got for you today the Fenty video because I did ask you guys over on Instagram whether y'all want Fenty or Huda first. And 80% of you said Fenty, therefore let's get into it. You are not allowed to criticize the mess in the background. I forbid you. You're not allowed. I actually just don't care. I do not care. Product number 1 is the Fly Liner. According to Fenty, it's hyper-saturated, water-resistant, and has an innovative flex tip as well as an easy grip triangle shape. I've used this liner before, you've seen it in previous videos, and if I'm honest with you, it does live up to the hype. The grip is super easy. However, sometimes I feel like, sorry, my phone started ringing. But anyway, sometimes I feel like there's more tip than product on it, which I mean is normal because it is felt tip. The triangular shape of it really does help the grip, and it is nice and saturated, so you don't have to worry about it looking gray. My trimmers are striking at the wrong time. So, okay, I'm sorry, my phone keeps going off. But anyway, all in all, for Fenty, the Fly Liner, it's worth the money. I'd say cop it. It is hyper saturated, so it's nice and black. It's nice and easy to hold. And I can't even hold it to hold because of obviously the triangular what. And yeah, I'd say cop it. I do suffer from hand tremors sometimes, and this is one of those eyeliners that makes it easier for me to do my wings because I look like a baby, like an alien without wings, you know? Right. My door makes sounds and it's so annoying. Casper likes to play with the door. But anyway, lashes are on, so I feel like more of a person. These are from Huda Beauty in the style Noel 14. Let's get into the products that you're probably here for. The base. First up, we have the Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. The website says it's oil-free and smooths away the look of pores. Yo, I can't reach from that far. Okay. Smooths away the look of pores, visibly evens the skin tone, texture, and instantly absorbs shine without feeling dry or chalky. Mattifies the skin with the lightest possible feel for a full-on sensorial experience. Creates a filter-like blurring effect and melts instantly into all skin tones without a trace because it is kind of like pinky. Okay, does it do what it says it does is the question. I'm going to take 2 pumps and apply that onto the skin. If I'm speaking low today, it's because it's kind of like 2 a.m. so I have to be. Why I'm doing my makeup now, I don't know, but I promise you guys content, and I've been sitting on my bum. I'm going to let that sit for a minute, and now that it's sat, it does not feel grippy, which I don't expect because it is soft matte and not hydrating. It does feel soft. It feels soft, and it doesn't feel like there's anything on my skin. With primers, the trick is to see how they work with foundations, so let's get into that. However, it does not show the pinkiness, as you guys can see. As for texture, I mean, you can still see my texture if I'm honest. You can still see my pores. What's this? You can still see my pores and my humps and bumps. However, that's just vibes. So I feel like if you have less textured skin, like less texture to worry about, it will work perfectly. But if you need a little more work on texture, I don't think it's the one for you, just to be frank. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just better, so I really don't gain anything from lying. Foundation. The Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Long Way Foundation. I got the shade 420, and Fenty says that this foundation comes in 50 shades. Let's round of applause for that. In 2023, diversity and inclusivity are so important because why do you only have 2 shades for black people in your line? Makes no sense. I hate that. So it's long way, shine free, and has a soft matte finish. Features climate adaptive technology that flexes with your skin skin in every environment to absorb oil instantly, reduce shine and leave a matte finish. It's non-drying and resistant to sweat and humidity. Instantly smooths and diffuses the look of pores. Let's take note of that. It's light as air and undetectable on skin, so you always look like you. Non-comedogenic and available in 50 shades, as I mentioned. Right, Panuti pores upwards, where I'm gonna take 2 bumps, is where my qualm comes in. My pores never really used to be an issue for me. However, as I've grown up, they've really said, we want to be seen. We're trying to feature. Yo, what's going on up here? Hello. Okay, I'm gonna apply it on this side with a sponge and on this side with a brush, just to see what's going on. It does say it's medium to full coverage, so let's see how that works. It blends well, I'll give it that. It really does blend well. I do have a pimple here, and as you guys can see, you can still see its redness. Okay, it does look like skin, if I'm honest. And I think I prefer this side with a brush. So I'm going to use the brush for the rest of the application. This is 2 pumps gone. And I'm a full coverage girly, so we're going to have to go in with more. I'm going to be honest now. I ain't going to lie. 2 more pumps. Let's get into it. I would say it's more medium buildable. And you'd have to build quite a bit if you want full coverage. Therefore, if you're a full coverage fan like myself, I wouldn't reach for this foundation. If you're a medium coverage person who occasionally likes full coverage, spot on. However, if you're part of full coverage squadron, the full coverage battalion, then no. I mean, you could if you wanted to. I can't really tell you what to buy. It's your money. But it's just my opinion. I didn't apply it under the eyes because we went going with concealer. Yeah, coverage wise, it's more medium. It's more medium. I do like the finish. It looks pretty. It does look like skin. It doesn't look like, apenda umeso. However, I would say it's minimized my pores. It hasn't completely eradicated them. Get in here, child. Right, I like it. If I'm honest, I like the foundation. As I said, if you're a full coverage person, go for a full coverage foundation. That's full coverage straight off the bat. But if you're someone who likes an everyday, it's a good foundation to get. Yeah, so cop it if you like more medium coverage that you can build. The wording you'll have to build quite a bit depending on what you're trying to cover. And if you're full coverage, like full coverage off the bat, you might be a bit frustrated. Concealer is up next. This is the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Concealer in the shade 360. And it says it's the closest thing to retouching your skin in reality. That's a big claim. Easily builds to full coverage, instantly brightens under eyes, conceals blemishes and dark spots as well as reduces redness. It gives instant photo ready coverage that lasts all day without creasing or settling into fine lines or pores. Sweat resistant formula will work on your skin no matter where you go, guaranteed to keep your makeup no matter how late you stay up or wild out. I have pores, I have texture, and I have fine lines. So a lot of claims are made and we're gonna dissect it. I'm gonna just take this shade, this 360, and we're gonna apply it in the inner corner here. It's thick. It is thick, I'll be honest now, it's quite thick. Therefore, I think coverage wise, due to its thickness, it will live up to being more full coverage. But we will see. I'm more concerned about the claim over fine lines, pores, and that gang, because we all like that whole look of having an Instagram filter when you wear makeup. However, reality is that makeup is not an Instagram filter. If you have texture, it will show. You can minimize it, but it's gonna show. I'm gonna blend this out with the beauty blender because for concealer, that's like my favorite thing to do. I'm not gonna let it sit because it is soft matte, so if I let it sit for too long, blending will become a nightmare. The website says, I missed this, it's light as air. I'm gonna be honest now. You can feel it. And yeah, I'll give it points for coverage. If you're looking for a medium concealer, this one isn't for you. Or maybe I applied a lot. I don't think I did though. I just spread it over a larger surface area, if I'm honest. Okay, in as much as it's thick, it does feel light. I'll give it that. However, it is already setting into my creases and fine lines. So if you want something that eradicates them, this one tries, but it doesn't do as it says it does, which can be a bit frustrating. However, if you love coverage, you will love this concealer. Like, you will love it down. All in all, cop it if you like full coverage and don't mind fine lines. If you like medium coverage, or if you don't like thickness, don't cop it. I'll be honest, I'm not getting paid. Fenty Beauty Matchsticks is our next product, and according to Fenty, it comes in an easy to use stick format, perfect for targeted application any way you want to contour. Made to layer, it has a buildable cream to powder formula. It's weightless, super easy to blend, and stays put with no creasing or caking. So let's contour. You've seen me use this product before and you've heard me say it. It's one of those things that, you know, the website says it's easy to blend, but I personally don't agree. I'll tell the truth now. It's not as easy to blend as you may think it is. It does take a bit of guff. However, sitting on top of other Fenty products, it's blending easier. My chat is though that if I just want matchsticks, I shouldn't be punished, in the sense that I shouldn't have to feel like I need a full face of Fenty to get a beautiful blend from the matchsticks. If you do want it though, an easy fix is to spritz your face with fixing spray before you blend it out, just to wet it a bit. It'll make it more blendable. Otherwise, your good old arm power will get you very far in life. It'll get you very far in life. I'm not going to go too crazy with cream contour because you're going to use powder bronzer, and the shade I got is a bit deeper than normal, so we can't wild out too much. Just take that up into the brow. Yeah, this concealer is definitely settling. It's one of those where if you want to keep lineage as minimal as possible, set it ASAP. And I don't know if I like that. They had cream blushes, not powder blushes. However, oh Lord's juice. However, they didn't have the shades that I wanted at the ARC store, so we're gonna go nuke. We're not gonna apply blush today. I'm gonna take the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder and the shade Banana. Oh, my matchsticks was the shade Espresso, by the way. The powder is said to be super fine, a silky loose powder, blurs the look of pores, fine lines and imperfections for a hyper smooth filter that didn't come to play. It doesn't cause flashback, lets you set, perfect and brighten without a trace, won't cake or settle, minimizes shine while letting skin look like skin. You've seen me use this product before. I love this powder. However, some of the claims are not that true, if I'm honest. Can you all see the settlage? Just take your beauty blender and blend those out before we go to powder. With this powder, it's not light, it's heavy and you'll feel it. It does give you an HD-like effect. However, if you're like me and you have fine lines, I would not hold my breath. Don't hold your breath and don't have these like extremely high expectations, because you will just disappoint yourself. And I'll be honest now, if you're like me and you're not really a baker, you may be further disappointed, because I feel like this product works best when you bake. Yeah, I feel like it's more of a baking than setting powder. However, that's just my opinion. I wouldn't say it's untraceable. You can definitely tell that it's there. However, I'm in love with the HD finish. My only problem is the fine lines. You have to put like extra. As for the pores, I feel like it minimizes them a little bit. You can still see them. Come on, you can still see them. It doesn't give flashback. I will attest to that. However, any product used incorrectly will give you flashback. So don't hold your breath. However, if you follow this channel, I don't think you get flashback, because we don't do that here. Right, I don't usually like baking. However, to try and get the best out of this product, I will bake. And while the bakes will go into bronzer, I picked up the Sunstalker Instant Warmth Bronzer. And no, I did not pick up Mocha Mami. I picked up Thick Mint. Don't attack me. The reason I did this is because for the look I go for, I do like a bit of a darker bronzer, which, I mean, may not be everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. Right, it says here, easy to use, works for everyone. Super smooth, creamy, easy to blend, light as air, builds like a dream, is hard to overdo, doesn't transfer, soft matte finish, lets skin look like skin, my bad. Backed by mango and papaya fruit extracts to give us natural, healthy looking glow with every swipe. How much you glow up is where we might have a bit of a problem. I'm gonna take a fluffy brush. You've seen me use this brush before, nothing fancy. And I would say the pigment is there. It's definitely there. Therefore, we'll give it points for that. Yeah, we'll give it points for pigment. I love the warmth. However, I feel like it is easy to overdo. It's quite pigmented, so you can get carried away very quickly. We'll just start to dust off Banana with the bronzer so that we don't look too crazy. If you just dust it off, yeah, we'll be able to tell that you put on quite a bit of this contour. I'm not gonna lie, it's worth it. I feel like it's worth it, it's worth it, it's worth it. However, just be careful. It is quite pigmented, so it is, in my opinion, going to be quite easy to overdo. I'm gonna take some eyes just to look pretty. Dust off the nose there, and then we dust off under the eyes. I wanted to get the powder foundation, but they didn't have my shade in store, which was a bit sad. I'm gonna take the blender. I didn't dip into anything. I'm just patting in the remaining powder that didn't get taken away by the bronzer. And now we're gonna set the face. Fenty don't got a setting spray, so we're gonna use MAC Fix Plus. I feel like it'll help because I do look a bit powdery. I look cute though, except my fine lines are just like a bit crazy. Looking a bit crazy. Mini fan for the win. Okay, I've just gone ahead and done my under eyes so we can get into highlighting. I've got with me the Diamond Balm All Over Veil in the shade Rosé Rave. And Lil Mama is apparently a one-of-a-kind diamond dusted highlighter that applies like a 3D glittering veil. As mentioned, it has a shimmering 3D formula that'll leave your face and body crystal coated. Unique jelly-like powder that's bouncy, cool to the touch, and melts into skin. All glitz, no grit finish that looks incredible on all skin tones. Fast as a jewel like compact that you'll never want to put down. It is pretty. I'm gonna take my highlighting brush as per usual. Take it in there. And okay, it is quite glittery. Yeah, it is quite glittery. I think it's pretty though, however, not for like an everyday type of highlight. I think the shade is also really pretty. It's just very pink, but it's cute. It's got glitz of gold, which is quite nice. Let me see with my finger if it's any different. Okay, yeah, it does feel like jelly. Okay, I do like it. However, if you're not into like glittery looks, you're not gonna like it. Let's just be frank right now. It's pretty though, like it's quite pretty. Okay, lips. I don't have Fenty liners, so we're just gonna use my MAC Chestnut to line my lips. Okay, with Chestnut on, I'm gonna go into the Fenty Beauty Glass Bomb. This is the Heat range, so it's plumping. And okay, 100 out of 10. These lip balms deserve the hype. They do job and they last, hey? Like, they're thick, they last, and they just feel good. They're nice and glossy. If you don't like thick glosses, then this obviously is not for you. However, I feel like for the most part, it's quite universal. I love it. I feel like everybody loves it. I am more of a fan of the Heat range though than the other two, but that's just my preference. Right, the look is done, so we're just gonna run through everything we've used and give you my final thoughts. Fly liner, cop. I would say it's a cop. I'm gonna name this bit cop or drop. Yeah. I say it's a cop. It's nice and easy to hold, nice and pigmented, saturated. Just that sometimes you'll have to shake it a bit in between application, but that's okay. So cop the fly liner. Regardless, the primer, I'll give it a cop. However, if you do have more skin concerns, then I'd say drop it because it will not get rid of your fine lines or your pores to the extent at which you may think it will. So I don't want you to be disappointed or frustrated. To add on though, tie to the foundation. I feel like they're a good match. They were made for each other literally. And onto the foundation, I would say now it depends on you. If you are a medium coverage, like you're not looking for a ton of coverage, I'd say cop it. But if you're a full coverage person, I'd say drop because you'll have to do a lot of building than you may want to. We'll give it a cop as well because the shade range, there's something for everyone in this range, and that's just, I love that for us. I love that for us women of color. I love that. Concealer, right? I'll give it a drop. Hold on before you crucify me. I'll give it a drop because as I'm looking at myself now, it did settle into my fine lines that are under my eyes. And I know I want to say fine lines will always show, but you can minimize them. And I feel like this one didn't minimize as well as I wanted it to. So I'll give it a drop. But if you're not fussy about fine lines, but you like coverage, I'll give it a cop. It's thick though. It's thick. But hey, it's up to you. Matchsticks, I'm going to give these a drop. I'm sorry. I'm giving these a drop, especially for beginners because there's a lot of blending that's required and quite a bit of finessing. However, I do love the fact that the shades are beautiful and complementary, especially to people of color. It's just the blending part that makes me say drop because it's not as super easy to blend as is said. So yeah, I still love Fenty though. Don't come at me. The setting powder, I'd say cop it. The reason why I say cop it is because I feel if you use the correct concealer, it will work wonders for you. It does give you an HD like finish. I can still see my pores, however, that's not a combination of everything underneath the powder. Hence, I'm saying if you get the right primer, foundation, concealer combo, this powder will work wonders. Warning, it is thick and you can feel it, but it's quite good. So I'm gonna give it a cop. The bronzer, I'm gonna give the bronzer a cop, right? It's pigmented. It's smooth. I love the bronzer. My only qualm with it is the fact that it's easy to overdo. So if you're a beginner, you might want to go a bit light-handed with it. Just J. And the diamond bomb. This one is a situational cop. If you like glitter, cop. If you like the more 3D type shimmer, cop. But if you like straight up pressed highlighter drop, you're not gonna like it. It's more glitzy than shimmery. So if you're into shimmers more than glitzers, it's not for you. Cheese break. Right, all that being said, Fenty as a brand is a cop. We love inclusivity. We love diversity. I love the products. However, some of them are drops, as I mentioned. Obviously, I did not review the whole Fenty Beauty range because I don't got it. And like, as I get it, I'll review it. But as of right now, I'm gonna work with what I have, okay? Fenty is worth the coin. And I hope that this video helped to show you which products might be worth your specific coin or not worth your coin. And yeah, I hope you guys like this look. I feel like I look quite cute. Yo, this one braid, especially with my hair, I look like it's giving princess. It's giving cutie patootie. Yeah. The next video should be up very soon, so stay tuned for that. I love you so much. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Like the video. Comment your thoughts on Fenty Beauty as well as other products you want me to try. Share the video because you care. And tag me so that I can see that you're watching, okay? That motivates me a lot, I'm not gonna lie. That's it from me. Thanks so much. Bye.